Hi, this video is part 2 of video series on the topic of how to let go of past trauma. If you have not watched the part 1, please see that first to understand the foundational reasons and mindset skills to teach and train yourself. Your body and brain absorb every traumatic and challenging experience through all of the 5 senses. What are those 5 senses? Well, those 5 senses are eyes, ears, mouth, nose, and skin. When you went through any traumatic experience, whether it happened all of a sudden and it was a one-time event, such as some accident or assault, or it was ongoing trauma, such as living in a toxic relationship, it has left a strong impression or imprint on your body and mind. Your body remembers it, and your mind also remembers it, consciously and subconsciously. So when you are thinking of overcoming trauma, you would need to indulge in regular activities which involve both body and mind. It's a coordinated, conscious, and strategic effort. Most of the people think talking about trauma will release it, and I am protected now. No, there are many layers and stages to continue practicing trauma, and all of this becomes easier when you are doing it with a professional guide. So let us delve in more shifts in your mindset to overcome trauma. I talk about 2 main ways in my previous video. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 additional ways to introspect and practice in daily life. So, third way to overcome trauma is learn to cultivate self-compassion. Self-compassion is not selfishness or giving excuses not to follow through your responsibilities. Whenever I'm talking about self-compassion in my sessions, most of my clients say that they believe that they do love themselves. But when I ask them my next question, that gave the real answer. And that question is, when I ask them if they are doing self-care activities regularly, are they spending any money, time, and energy in self-development and growth? Their answer is no. That answer reflects that they actually have no self-love, respect, and empathy towards their own healing, their own dreams, and their recovery, what they like. If you are someone who does negative self-talk throughout the day, whether out open or inside the head, you have low self-esteem, you have negative self-concept, you are living with unprocessed trauma impacts. This is not the topic of logical thinking or argumentation. This is a hidden fact which people often cannot even recognize it until it is highlighted by someone else. Self-sabotage behaviors are direct results of lack of self-compassion and unprocessed traumas. Well, you don't love yourself, that's why you don't do anything for yourself. How can anyone expect themselves to get free from trauma without indulging in regular self-care practices and taking professional help as well? If they subconsciously believe that they are not worth of spending this much money on themselves, or their hobbies, interest, or spending this much time on themselves, or saving energy to invest in self-care practices, or doing the homework suggested by your therapist. That's why it's important to connect with your inner self authentically and do real stuff to create a life of your choice. Now, before we go to create a life of our choice, we have to clean up the space, remove the garbage. We have to clean the dust, rubbish, and all kind of scrap from our inner space, and that is trauma processing. When you choose to do this inner cleansing on your own, it will take time and it become dependent on external factors such as fluctuations in your mood, energy, and it is dependent on others around you as well. But when you commit to your inner self and hold the hand of a professional helper, they keep you on track, and that is self-compassion. It is also important to remember that healing is not linear and it is not comfortable and pleasing process. So it's essential to treat yourself with kindness during this course of journey, especially the initial part of journey. Self-compassion involves understanding that setbacks in past or daily life now are natural part of healing process, and they are not a reflection of personal failure. Imagine nurturing a plant. It requires patience, care, and light from the environment to flourish. Similarly, self-compassion creates the conditions necessary for healing, and you will create it for yourself when you love yourself genuinely. Now, next point is reconnect with your body. Trauma often leads to a disconnection between body and mind, and it is a natural coping mechanism of body to take care of herself. Re-establishing this connection is vital for holistic healing. Engaging in activities that promote bodily awareness can help you release stored tension and foster a sense of safety within oneself. For example, by practicing gentle yoga over a period of time, you may become more attuned to your body's signals, leading to improved emotional regulation. Connecting with body is part of building self-compassion as well. I myself dance quite often to give love and pleasure to my body with the music of my choice. Singing and dancing at the time of birth, death, significant life events, they have been part of many tribes and cultures all around the world. And we are still doing it because it is giving love to your body, mind, and soul. All together, we're living in the moment and we releasing whatever is needed to be released. And that's why somatic practices are so effective in trauma healing. So try to include all of that in your daily practices as well with this required mindset. I hope you're finding video helpful. If yes, it would make sense to like, subscribe, and share so you continue receiving my videos without looking for them. Your appreciation for sending this video to others is your contribution to spreading happiness in this world. So thank you for doing that. If you are looking to learn and practice highly effective mental health related techniques and methods all in one place, I would highly recommend you to buy my book, Heal Your Inner Child. Is available on Amazon. It's showing opposite way. The link is in the description box below. This book is full of amazing methods to help you regulate intense emotions, process painful memories, and learn holistic ways to heal your conscious and subconscious mind from traumas. So it's a good homework tool as well. Now, fifth mindset practice is seek and create some meaning and purpose to your life. A long time ago, when I was repetitively trying to end my life, my first mentor gave me this insight that God keeps saving you miraculously. Seems like He has a plan for you. So how about you become a person who support others who are stuck in trauma and don't know what to do, who are believing in negativity instead of light and life? Of course, I did not trust my mentor's words right away. I argued, I complained, I cried and dismissed him. And he just keeps saying same lines to me. And at one point, I told myself, well, there is nothing to lose other than my pain. And anyways, I don't have anything. I had lost myself to trauma by that point. So I was like, okay, how about just keep going and try to be a new person who maybe will be able to show light to others from personal experience. I didn't know what I will become or if I will become that person. I just simply follow the science and keep going. In another video, I have talked about my journey and practices which I included one by one to become better version of myself and be someone who can help others with having practical knowledge. I think it's in one of my videos about depression, so you would find those practices there. Studies have found that finding meaning in adversity can transform the healing process. This doesn't mean the trauma was beneficial, but that it means that you derive enough strength and purpose from overcoming it. This concept, known as post-traumatic growth, emphasizes the potential for positive change following trauma. Think about how pearls are formed. Natural pearls are formed when an irritant gets inside the shell without human intervention, and it keeps overlapping itself layer by layer. It takes a couple of years for a real pearl to turn into a precious object. If you interrupt the process and take it out too soon from the oyster, it's actually nothing but an irritant, harmful stuff, and it has no value. So no matter what has happened, we have to love and value ourselves so deeply, so genuinely, and so unconditionally that we do self-care, learn and practice science-based techniques every day, and become a valuable asset to this world. Overall, it is crucial to remember that letting go of past trauma is a multifaceted journey that requires ongoing work on body, mind, and soul. By adopting a mindset rooted in acknowledgement, growth, self-compassion, bodily reconnection, and purposeful meaning, you pave the way for profound healing. Remember, while the path may be challenging, each step forward is strengthening your nervous system, changing your old neurotransmitters, and contributing to your inner and external transformation. At this point in video, I will add what I always say at the end of each video, that if you are struggling to take even a baby step towards healing, please seek professional help. Do not keep living with emotional injuries. They do not go away on its own, because trauma is an invisible injury. No one can see it, but you feel it so deeply that nothing else exists. Like always, I look forward to hearing your thoughts about this. So please feel free to share them in the comment section below. If you want to improve yourself without using any medications, you can reach out to me. I am professionally trained and experienced in multiple evidence-based therapies, which are highly successful and proficient. They work well over people struggling with any emotional issue, mental block, or unhealthy habits. I can help you if you let me. Thank you for being here and taking care of yourself. There is another video on this similar topic, which you can find it on the screen. I will talk to you in my next video soon. Bye.